Greetings all. Hope you've been well. Okay, I want to cover something today that is kind of irking me, and I'd like to share it with everyone. It's going to be about this show on Fox now that's called Utopia. They take 15 people and they put them in the middle of nowhere with limited resources, and they have to create a new civilization, a new society. So when I first heard about this from a friend of mine, I knew right away I got to be a part of this. This is exactly what I want to accomplish with my life, is create a new, not a civilization, not a society, because those concepts always lead down the path of ruin. What I wanted to create was a meritocracy, where people are elected based upon their merit. So anyway, I put in my admission to be, interviewed for the show, to be cast, and they called me back and they said, come to Seattle and we'll give you an interview to be on the show. So I went well out of my way to go to Seattle, 300 miles away, to do this interview. And I thought the interview went very well. I thought that I offered, myself, my integrity, my virtue to them, and my intellect. But I was not chosen to be among the original 15. And honestly, I believe that the original 15 they chose are all complete idiots, except for one man who was the preacher man. And when you create a new civilization, society, whatever you want to call it, you have to have someone there who is a pillar of ethics and morals. And I feel the preacher man was a perfect fit for that. And of course, what happened? He was the first one to leave Utopia. Isn't that ironic? And so I was pretty sad when I found out I wasn't chosen for the first 15, and I was even more disappointed when I found out they chose a pregnant lady from Seattle instead of me. She was the one from the Seattle interviews who got on the show. And in the first episode, this girl was talking about, oh, I can't just eat one meal a day. I gotta have more than one meal a day. There's no way. There's no way you're just gonna keep me eating one meal a day. And it turns out that she's pregnant. So it seems to me that they're not looking for people of true honor and integrity and virtue and intellect on this show. They're just looking for your average, Buck Joe who, doesn't have any integrity, doesn't have any wit. And in the first few episodes I watched of Utopia, that became evident clearly. All everyone did was just party and drink wine and blah, 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 and they were stupid arguments among one another. It was just disgusting, everybody. I was so saddened to see that Utopia was starting in this way. So today I got a post on my newsfeed from Facebook, from Utopia. It was talking about Mike, the lawyer guy, who seems to be the one everyone in Utopia has appointed as their leader because he's a lawyer and he knows the law. And he doesn't even lift a finger to do anything to help them. He does not do any physical labor. And he thinks because of his knowledge of the law, that makes him exempt from it. This is just sad and disgusting, everyone. And I replied and I let him know. Another lawyer, another doctor, and another same old law. Utopia is headed down the same road civilization is. It's the same position we're in right now. If you have a lawyer at the helm, where's Utopia going to go? There's not going to be any new law. There's not going to be any new freedom. It's going to be old doctrines. It's going to be his law. Only what he knows. It's sad, everyone. It's sad that Utopia is falling apart. I really wanted to be a part of this. I really wanted to go in there serious as a heart attack and tell these people, do you have any idea what you're squandering here? Do you have any idea the potential of what could be created here? You don't. And that's clearly evident for the millions of people that watch the first few episodes of Utopia. You can see they're all just a dysfunctional bunch. The preacher man was isolated. He just stayed to himself, and of course he was the first one eliminated. And you know what? He was one of the hardest workers there. Why would he be the first one to go? So I also sent an email to the casting company, the gal, and I said, please, please, keep me on your producers' minds for this show. Utopia is in desperate need of someone with true integrity and honor and virtue right now. And I'm still praying that I get on the show, everyone, because it's one of the only chances in my life that I may have to create something truly new and somebody who can see the larger scope of what's being created there. And one of the funniest things of all is that the narrator for the show is this Jewish guy, and he addresses the Utopians like they're children. And given all my occult studies, wouldn't it be just the perfect fit to have a Jew narrate it? It's so occult, everybody. It's so Fox Television, corporate, all this bullshit. So I'm still hoping to get on the show. I'm still going to try. But honestly, my hope is fading. I see where Utopia is headed. It's headed toward chaos. They desperately need someone who can come in there and create some order from this chaos. Ordo ab chao. They really need somebody there who can, be serious about what's happening. Tell them, do you have any idea how you look to these people? So if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. Go ahead and watch an episode. And myself, I find it painful to watch anymore. The lack of all the virtues I spoke of is not there. It's just disgusting, everybody. And if you are with me, you think I should be on the show, then please help me. Use the hashtag Utopia. Use my Facebook. Use my information I have on my channel. Say, this guy needs to get on this show. This guy can restore some valor, some honor. And he sees the larger scope of what can be created here. Utopia is exempt from government law, meaning you can create new. You can create a new law. You don't have to deal with the corruption and the tyranny and the lies and the genocide and the genetics and all the stuff the government's doing to us right now. You can create something truly new. So, please help me, everybody. The Conlon Company is the name of the casting people for this show. The show is called Utopia on Fox. You can use hashtag Utopia. Please, help me to save Utopia before this lawyer steers it down the same road that civilization and society has gone down all throughout history. Please help me to create something new, everybody. Help me to get on this show and show everybody the way. Much love to you all, and be well.